Yo, I've seen something going around a lot lately, on the internet about men being sassy and this and all that, right? And I'm not saying that some men might not be, or might, so I'm not saying that some men aren't sassy. I mean, maybe there is, right? Damn. But, the reasons why they're saying it is just exposing them trying to run game. That's all they're doing. I'm going to be comparing this to when men call women names because the woman don't want to come up off of sex no more, or the woman rejects them or something. It's no different. And the reason why it's no different is because attention to a woman is equivalent to sex to a man. Say that again because y'all still don't get it. Attention to a woman is equivalent to sex to a man. So when a woman cuts a man off of sex or rejects a man with sex and all this other stuff, he starts calling her names and all this other shit, right? Well, that's what these women are doing. When you block them or don't want to deal with them no more, don't want to let them use you for your attention. You know what I mean? A lot of it boils down to things not going well with the guy she really wants. Or basically things not going well with the guy she really wants. Or just the guy she really wants don't want her at all, So you got to be very careful and be very aware of this situation, because make no mistake about it, every woman is trying to get with some guy, right? Now the question is, why is she single? A lot of times she's single because the guy she wants either fucked up or don't want her. None of these women want to be single, man. So what you got to do is, when you come along, you got to make sure that you're wanted by her like the guy that she wanted or can't have. You got to make sure of that. And the moment you see that you're not, it's okay to block them. They're going to tell you that you're blocking them because you're in your feelings or you're sassy. No, you're blocking them because you don't want the woman to try to get free attention off of you, free validation off of you. Remember, that's equivalent to sex to a man. Just like when a woman doesn't want to sleep with a guy no more, she cuts him off. She don't say, I don't want you no more, but I'm gonna keep sleeping with you type shit. No, she cuts him off, right? So you gotta cut them off. It really depends. I feel like if a woman just says she don't want you for whatever reason, that's fine. But when they try to deceive you and try to lure you in to act like they like you, and then you catch it, then they gotta get blocked. Because you cannot give them another chance to deceive you. They almost succeeded the first time. You know what I mean? All they're going to do is come back around every time, as long as you let them come back around and act like they're interested when they're starving for attention. Like, where's what's his name? He always gave me attention. He always made me feel better. Since the bad boy that I like making me feel like I'm nobody, where's my orbiters at? I need my orbiters to make me feel like I'm beautiful again. You know what I mean? So I can run back to the other guy or the other guys who don't give a fuck about me and get treated like shit again. And then run back to you orbiters again. This is all this is. This is why it's okay to block them. It's okay to block them. It's not okay to be in your feelings about it and be mad over it and all this, but it's okay to block them. You should block them. If the woman if the woman never led you on and didn't want you, that's one thing. I don't see no point in blocking the woman if she never led you on. But if she led you on, dog, or try to make it seem like you had some type of chance or something, and then she just ghosts you or something like that, I think you should block her. I don't think you should give that woman a chance to deceive you again. And the only way to stop that is to block them, because they will come back, because they're gonna want that attention once the guy that they want starts to fizzle out, they're going to come looking for y'all. Orbiters, the ones she really didn't want, she coming looking for you. Just like a man who don't really want a woman, once he ain't got no pussy rotation no more, he gonna start circling the block looking for women that he really don't want, but you know, he can get some sex from. You know what I mean? The ones that like him, basically. This is what you gotta watch out for, man. And you know, but what they're telling y'all is you're sassy because you won't put up with their shit. But in reality, you're sassy if you put up with their shit. In reality, you're weak if you put up with their shit. But they're telling you you're weak or sassy if you don't. They flipping the game on y'all is what they're doing. They know this too. Make no mistake about it, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They just want, it's kind of like you're a simp if you don't take care of another man's kid and step up to the plate. Nah, maybe you're the simp because you chose a guy that you chose to have a kid with a guy before he married you. Maybe you're the simp, the female simp, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you can't step up and be with a woman who has kids. I'm not saying that. But when they say that you are weak because of that, dog, it's all game. You got to understand this. And I'm not, it's not all women running this game, but the ones that are, you got to catch on to the game, man. If a woman don't want you, pay her no mind. And that's it. If she don't want you, pay her no mind. Unless you feel like you want to, if you want to still talk to the chick, fine. But if you really want more from the chick than just talking to her, you better just leave her alone. And that's your only bet of actually possibly getting a girl that doesn't seem to want you. Is to ignore her. Any other thing, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. But they're mad at you because you took your attention away. Just like men get mad at women who they don't really want when these women take the sex away. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And if you don't understand that, you're going to get used. Remember, attention to a woman is the same as sex. I'm going to keep saying that until this video's over. Attention to a woman is equivalent to sex is to a man. So what happens is, oh, he took his attention away. I don't want him, but he took his attention away, so I'm going to call him sassy or weak. AKA, translation, I don't really want her, but she took my sex away from me. She took the sex away from me, so I'm going to call her a bitch or fat or whatever the case. It's the same fucking thing, man. It's the same fucking thing. Do not let these people deceive you, man, or use you or misuse you. You're a valuable person, your attention is valuable, etc. If they think somebody else is better than you, that's their fault. That's their problem, that's their fault. It's not my fault you think he's better than me, but he turned out to treat you like shit. Now you want to come back and use me for attention and shit. Nah, it don't work that way. Same thing with the men. If you're a woman watching, it's not your fault that he thinks this other supermodel, whatever the fuck, is better than you, and it didn't work out, he got played, now you want to come back and use you for sex. Nah, you can't let that happen, y'all. If you gotta block if you gotta block the dude, block him. That don't make you weak or you lost the game. You actually won the game because you didn't play the game. You know what I mean? You didn't lose shit. Do not be scared to block these people. My block list long than a bitch. I'm telling you right now, because I don't block a woman because she didn't want me or some shit like that. I block you if you try to deceive me or try to use me. You know what I mean? Or try to act like you like me when you really didn't. Then yeah, you're getting blocked. Because I can't give you that chance to deceive me again. Luckily, I caught on to what the fuck you was doing. But if you're just like, you never led me on to you liking me and all, and then you just seem to not like me or something, that's cool. I'm not going to block no woman for that. Because she didn't do nothing wrong. She didn't do nothing wrong. But when they try to deceive you and shit, you got to get blocked. You got to go because you tried to deceive me. Plain and simple. Y'all got to stop listening to these people saying you're weak if you block. This is all narcissistic game. A lot of the stuff you see on the internet that doesn't seem quite right or seem like manipulation tactics, it's all stems from narcissistic bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just recycled by different people. Some people don't even realize that they're saying narcissistic shit. They're just going along with the trend of what everybody else is saying. If you can't handle me, you're a weak man. First of all, or a weak woman. First of all, you need to handle your fucking self first. You know what I mean? Because if you handled yourself first, you wouldn't there wouldn't be no need for, well, if you can't handle me, you're a weak woman. How the fuck does that sound? I'm a grown-ass man. I should be able to handle myself first. Therefore, the woman that I deal with ain't got to put up with all that baggage because I already handled myself first. What the fuck do I look like saying, if you can't handle me, then you're a weak-ass woman? That's ridiculous. And y'all fall for it. It's all game. Wake the fuck up, man. It's all game. It does not matter how good she looks or any of that, man. You got to be ready to cut the cord on these motherfuckers, man. Immediately. Immediately. Trust me. And move on with your life. The more game you know, are you going or you staying? The more game you know, the more you're going to have to cut off people. When I didn't have so much game, you know, I think I had more. Now, I can't say more women chose me, but I feel like now that I have game, it's like, damn, I'm cutting off every fucking body, basically. Or I can see this bullshit. Like, I would cut that person off immediately. And some people can't see it. I'm like, man, she's playing you, dog. Or he's playing you. They're manipulating you. They're trying to use tactics on you. Trying to call you sassy or weak because you won't put up with their bullshit. But in reality, you're sassy or weak because you do put up with their bullshit. Period. Because if you're not a strong enough man to walk away because you like somebody, then that makes you sassy or weak. I don't give a fuck how much I like the girl. If she starts tweaking and flipping the script, you're gone. And a lot of them don't think you got the balls to do this because most men don't. So that's why most women play games in the first place. Same thing with men. A lot of men think, well, she ain't gonna leave. I fucked her. She's in her feelings. She ain't going nowhere. So that's why these men play games with a lot of these women. Because most women do not have the strength to leave a motherfucker alone. They'll put up with their shit until they fucking drag themselves in the ground, man. Nah, man, you got to keep it moving in life, man. Because if they was the right one, they would have never put you in that position in the first place to where you had to leave them alone. You see what I'm saying? If they was the right one, they would have never put me in that position to where I had to block them or had to cut them off. That's what I see it. That's how I see it. How y'all gonna get what's meant for y'all or the right person if you hanging on to the wrong ones? You gotta cut them off immediately. And the only way that you're gonna be able to do that is to self-improve and get the confidence of you being a great person. Why is that important? Because when you know that you're a great person, you know that you can get somebody else, or even if you don't have anybody at all, since you are a great person, you're happy regardless. You gotta be happy regardless because you cannot trust people's you can't trust people's love for you, man. They wishy-washy as fuck, man. Y'all ain't learned that shit by now? There's a reason why I've been single for a long time, because I know how the game works. I know how this shit go. So you won't catch me. That's weird. You won't catch me tweaking or any of that, man, because I've been through heartbreak and shit like that. So it's not gonna bother me too much if a woman does this or that and I gotta cut the woman off. I feel like if the woman was the right woman, I would not have had to cut her off. And I don't advise people to just cut people off for petty shit. You know what I mean? But when you're out here dating or whatever the fuck y'all got going on, you cannot be hesitant to leave them alone. Why even get attached to a motherfucker and then you really stuck and you really got to put up with their shit? When you see the flags, you can just get up out of there. I can already see what you're about. You know what I mean? You're showing attention all on the internet, but ignore me or don't hit me back up. Yeah, get out of here. You know what I mean? You got to go. I'm not even going to play that game with you because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be liked by a woman. You know what it feels like to be liked by a man too. So when you're not seeing that, that means more than likely they don't like you or they like other people too. It's one or the other. And even if they like other people too, then to me, that's equivalent to you not liking them. If you like other people too, to me, it's equivalent to you not liking them. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Will you open that when you get in? Will you open that door when you get in? I'm done for now, y'all, man. Don't let these people manipulate y'all, man, because they want to just use you for now because they don't think you the shit or whatever. Fuck that. There's somebody one day you're going to meet that thinks you the shit, and you're going to think they the shit. But you can't meet them if you hanging on to the wrong motherfuckers, man. So that's why I have no problem with cutting people off when they do their fuckery. You know, I don't care why they're doing it. I don't care why, oh, I just seen this text or whatever. I don't care what they say because I didn't seen it all. So it doesn't matter how much I thought I could like you or something. You got to go, because if you were so special and so great, why are you playing the game? If you feel like I'm so special and great, why are you playing the game? There's not one person walking this earth that thinks somebody is so special and great that is playing games with them. You think I'm going to be playing games with Beyonce knows and say, oh, I just seen this, Beyonce, my bad. Fuck out of here. You're not going to do it. So I don't want a woman who doesn't see me as so-called Jay-Z, basically. I mean, yeah, I want you to see me as Tawan, but if you don't see me as that celebrity, I'm not going to fuck with you, because it's not enough energy coming from you to keep you from putting other dicks in your mouth. You know what I mean? You got to see me as, you got to be my #1 fan, and I got to be your #1 fan. Anything other than that, I'm not fucking with it. Not on no serious note. No way, because it's too easy to get cheated on. It's too easy for other people to come along. She already gonna have men in her face 24/7. So if I'm not seen as that #1 dude, then I'm not fucking with it. You dudes can go ahead and do it all you want to, but you're gonna regret it in the end. I mean, you can fuck with her, like kick it with her, but to take her serious, she better be your #1 fan, dog. He better be your #1 fan. If not, your girls are done, you dudes are done. Plain and simple. I'm out of here for now, man. It's not sassy, you know what I mean? And men are gonna call you women names because you cut them off too, because they wanted to use you, man. Because, I mean, if it wasn't about you being used, you wouldn't have had to cut them off. Because you'd be like, man, this great dude or this great girl, man, shit, they might be the one. The way they treat me, dog, I feel like a king or queen. It wouldn't be, man, does she really like me? I don't know, man, I'm confused. It wouldn't be none of that. Because she would make that shit clear, and he would make that shit clear at some point. You would see effort. So it is what it is, man. I'm out this bitch for now. I'll be back, of course. But not for now. I gotta go.